Hey there, guys. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. I'll be doing a morning thoughts episode. Hopefully, you can hear me. And I just am continuing my morning walk. I woke up around 5 a.m. this morning. Yesterday was a very tiring and long day. So this morning it's kind of like 19 degrees. It has been. I don't know. Right now it's going to increase a little bit as the day progresses. We're going to have very, very warm, sunny day. Yesterday, you saw me. I was doing a review. Total burnout yesterday. I mean, like sitting in the sun in the open plot under the sky. Literally felt like there was like no ozone layer. So I'll tell you, like usually every year I wait for winter. If you guys don't follow me, I'm a sucker for winter, and I really wished I stayed in a country where it's cold and winter is very heavy and foggy. I love cold weathers, but Bangladesh usually used to have this November, December, January, February until March. We used to have like 4 to 5 months of really nice cold weather, like up to 15 14 degrees. So to some of you that would be like not that cold, but I think this is quite nice. But for the last few years we have been seeing some I would say weather changes, and which is causing a little bit more warmer weather during the whole throughout the whole year. It's very, very hot and humid. People sweat, they fall sick. And there's the the pollution. Okay, so right now I'm thankful to God that at least this morning I'm having some cold weather. So I'm running a little bit cold, but I don't mind that. I had coffee. I'll go for breakfast afterwards. Just giving you some life updates. If you follow my channel, what I'm planning to do afterwards. In recent times, last month, sort of like I bought many fragrances, and I lost track, but it was about 76 perfumes, budget, some designers and some niche. So that was way out of line, and I overspent a lot. So but anyway, I wanted to create content, and by grace of God I got good views from the channel. I worked hard, so I earned quite decent. So this month I will try to do the same. I'll do a lot of lists, and I'll tell you one thing. I want to share some things with you. Sometimes people don't share this with you. Sometimes you wonder why do I do more lists or longer videos. Just want to share with you, frankly, if you are on YouTube, you are monetized and you are doing videos. If you do shorter videos, your ads are less. Okay, they don't put that many ads, and your income becomes exactly half. So when I do individual reviews, which I did a lot lately, they did not earn me so much money, but I still did it anyway because I want to do content. I don't want to do just same old list, but I want to mix it up. So I do apologize sometimes if you feel a bit annoyed, but if you do less than 12 minutes, they don't put any ads. So I have to make some money as well, so I will do some lists. Some of you like that more and you get more views, but please, my humble request, please watch those reviews. I do put a lot of hard work. I go around, search for perfumes so I can create content. So individual reviews, if you watch them, not just for me, you can also be benefited if you never tried a perfume, because I don't like to do reviews on mediocre fragrances. I like to do good fragrances which I buy with my own money. And I am usually not sponsored by recent times, like once or twice it happens. Some of the companies, they send me samples. Sometimes they send me a bottle, very nice of them. Whenever I get a free bottle, I do mention that. But today I'm having a little bit of a neck, I think it's not a cramp, it's like strain or something. It's very painful for last 3 days, and also I have some lump on my head. It's like really painful to sleep. So I've been going through some tough times. So let me talk about my medical conditions. For last 3 months, I've been having one after another medical emergency. Sort of like I fell once, hurt my back, that. Then I went for an operation, and it was very difficult, because to keep your work up and then also walking, keep your diabetes in control, it's not easy. And I've been doing work, like I have to run 4 platforms: Fragcomm, YouTube. I do fragrance related work all day. So this is something I've been doing since 2016, and I've been doing it like religiously. Not religiously religion, but religiously means like I've been doing this as like my full-time job, and it is my full-time job. So I'm an influencer. I do have a Decant page. Check it out, Goodfellas Fragrance Bangladesh. I always put my link below. If you're in Bangladesh, you can support my channel by buying decants. So sometimes we have seasonal offer going on, giveaways, so check that out. But I am working always with limited resources. So always remember that if I am late to respond to a message, or I don't see a message, there must be a reason perhaps. Okay, but I'm not avoiding anybody. So the health issues are there, and then yesterday the continuation is bad luck continues. I had an accident a few days back. Then yesterday my car AC sort of like gone. Then I had to change the whole cooling chamber. It cost me a lot of money, and it's okay. I mean, I mean, you have to take challenges. Sometimes there will be hard times. Last month there were a lot of good times. So it has to be balanced. But I'm thankful to God right now at this current moment. I'm alive, and it's nice, breezy, nice, pleasant weather. You can hear some birds. After a while, it's gonna get really noisy. Right now it's around 7, so around 7:15 or 7:20, I think the schools will start. We have unfortunately some schools in our area really gets packed with the cars, and they really honk, no manners, nothing. And there's a construction site, 24/7 almost they work. They sort of like very noisy, so there is hardly any peace in our life. Like we don't get any peaceful and quiet time. People are loud, there always like some work going on. Some of you asked me, I'm just going to do random talk. I don't have any particular topic in mind, but you like to watch Morning Thoughts. I'm telling you, sharing some thoughts. Some of you like to see, Joy, why don't you go outdoors? It's boring sitting in your room. I know, man, tell me about it. I can tell you one thing. Here in Bangladesh, if you never visited, try going outdoors. When you come here and try going outdoors, find a place where there's nobody, there's no people. Absolutely, you'll find no space in Dhaka, and capital city is Dhaka, so it's packed with people. I think 1/5 of our people of the whole country live here in this city, because there's like city life. They have more earning, more job, so everybody chases that dollar here. So it becomes very difficult. Any restaurants you sit, anywhere you see poolside, people come and stare, and it'll be disturbing, interrupting. They'll be loud. They don't have basically any manners here. Mostly, like in the lift, people don't let people get out. You understand, like you have to have manners. So that lacks a big time. Like here, people have money sometimes, but many people don't have any manners. So it becomes difficult to find. Like yesterday, I went to a plot, so I found some space, even though it was hot and humid. I did some videos because there's like nobody there, so it was kind of nice. But it's difficult for me to find a space where there's no noise and it's nice. And everywhere there'll be like pollution and then dust and garbage. So it's difficult. Okay, so at least I can do the content. If it's boring, I'm sorry, but I cannot help you there. Most of the times I have to do it from my room. Once we move to our new place, I don't know when, 1 year, 2 years. There I'll make my own studio, and I'll set things nicely. It'll be in much bigger house, much more well lit. So let's see if I'm here. Next thing I want to talk about is that fragrances. Recent times I've been like, I never have any usual plan, like I'm gonna do this particular work. Like many people, they have certain plans. I usually come up with a plan the day before or the night before, or when I walk, suddenly this idea comes, or if someone requests something, I do the review, or I see something somewhere, it interests me. Like yesterday I did wedding fragrances. That one I was requested by some guys. By the same time, I saw someone putting up that list, like on the YouTube. So I felt like it's a nice little theme to go with in the current season. So I really hope our winters will start soon. It's starting, but daytime it's not at all pleasant. So hot, and it's like it goes 28, 30 degrees. So it's not pleasant at all. Usually in winters we have kind of like we have to wear cardigans, jackets. We're not getting that weather in the evening time here. So I'll tell you, I still hope for the best. I hope by end of December we can go for some picnic or something. I do have intention with my friends and our community. We want to go to some place nice. We'll do a vlogging and stuff like that. But I really wish cold weathers come and then bring us some joy, because this is sometimes we are going through some almost to the point of recession, in economic crisis, then load shedding, as in like power failure in Bangladesh. It was very difficult for me. 4 or 5 times we used to lose power, so I couldn't do regular work. We are in the dark, right? So this is the reality. A lot of corruption here. But in general, fragrance game, I'll tell you an update. I'm very happy to see there was a time 2016 when I got here from Malaysia. Man, if I was in Malaysia right now, I would be doing outdoor videos. I'll show you some beautiful, beautiful places. I love Malaysia. So many of you from Malaysia, my friends, apa kabar? Selamat pagi, dari Bangladesh. So I miss my friends. I miss my second home. Not literally, we don't have a second home there, but I feel 19 years it's been there, so it was very, very nice. But I'll tell you, they have some beautiful spots there, like mountains, Genting Highlands, Cameron Highlands. Then they have some nice beach, like ocean, theme park, Langkawi. Then we also have tea garden in Malaysia. I hope I can go back sometime and I can show you. I really miss doing videos in Malaysia. That is a beautiful country and very well kept. So I was saying, Bangladesh, when I got here 2016, and we had a very small community, and I had a vision. I told this to one of my best friends, Shafi Bhai, that I really wish, people would be hyping up perfumes, talking about it, excited, and they'll talk about fragrances, sitting in a community, and then they'll be really getting excited and cheered up. And that time, it was not that big. The community was kind of like limited to certain individuals, but other shops were not that much happening. So then we had some few online sellers. Now our scenario is different. It's changed. There's so many sellers now, so many online platforms, and people are doing reviews. So Bangladesh is coming up. I really wish to see some international standard reviews. I think we have a lot of potentials and talent, but it's good to see. Right now we have, for example, Fragrance Expo going on. Attar community is very, very strong. I want to work with them a little bit, and I'll interview perhaps some of the big Attar proprietors. You'll see, like, we have a huge fragrance community of different types. So people, they have the different types, like the Attar and Oud community. They are always, sitting together, discussing, bringing and reviewing. Then we have the other side, niche community. Some people love really expensive, uber niche. People have money in Bangladesh. Do not be confused. Some of you will be like, isn't Bangladesh a poor country? Yes, but then also we have some rich people. So it doesn't matter rich or poor, but you have to good taste. So some people do have good taste, and we have some exotic brands that got share, some Arabic brands. So I plan to work with some brands like Afnan, Ajmal, Swiss Arabian in near future, perhaps in this winter. I have some plans. So I'll show you some fragrances which deserve a lot more, hype or review, which are good. Okay, sometimes good fragrances, people don't get it for free and they don't get hyped because some of the reviews, I'll tell you frankly, I know some of the reviewers, they are just sponsored. There's nothing wrong with it, but when you get money and paid, and you can even call it trash a masterpiece. Okay, but if you really do research, try a perfume, and then experience it, and you give your honest opinion, that's what is the real review. Because people can tell, like, if a review is like not really up to the mark, let's say you gave a fragrance 10, but to most people it's something like not more than 5 or 6, then people know that there's like no credibility. So I plan to do this. I'm not saying that someone else is worse, I'm better. No, everybody's doing their work from their own angle, but there's some commercial reviews which I feel good for them, if they're making big names, big subscribers, but it doesn't tell you a real full story. Because let's say something like House of Parfum de Marly, out of, let's say, 30 or 40 fragrances, not everything can be masterpiece. And a brand new fragrance, always some of the reviewers putting it like, is this the best one yet? Is this a masterpiece? And then after a while, it just gets lost in time. So yeah, some of the reviewers hype the latest stuff because they get it for free and it's to promote. Promotion is good, but at the same time, I think reviewers should do more honest takes and frank takes, and they should be allowed that independence or freedom, so the companies don't take them down. Sometimes they do that, like if you bash a perfume, then the companies sort of go after you. So it's a sad reality. It's not always pretty. It's sort of like a product, it's business, it's industry. So there are some rude sides. People like to work with famous people only. There's some good reviewers, they don't have good subscribers, so they don't get anything, recommendation or sponsorship or even invitation to any program. But but to me, respect goes to those reviewers who really are passionate about perfumes. Okay, so last but not least, I plan to work as much as possible, recover as many as fragrance possible. Right now I'm working with Ajmal and Afnan. Like, I've been buying, not working means I'm working with the company, I wish. But they have some solid perfumes. I haven't covered that many in my channel, like Armaf and Rasasis, but I plan to do a lot more of these houses because I think they are having a lot of fragrance in their shops, like MMC Luxury Perfumes, Swiss Arabian. Perhaps I'll go and then visit them, and I'll show you some of the collections. So those are going to be interesting. Hopefully you like those, and I'll mix it up with some of the list. So keep me in your prayers. I just want to do a morning thoughts episode. Thank you so much for all your prayers and kind comments, and also your criticism. Always help me to move further. So I think I'll finish it here. I'll just continue my work and go home and upload it later with a breakfast. Take care. See you. Bye bye.